Now it's time to add our other information on our 3 different properties that we are focusing on. So let's go down to the Add Section button here. Click on that. And our first section is going to be about our lowest scoring property. We want to make sure legend is checked, which it should be. Everything else will keep the same. Click on Next. And now we need to do a bit of typing for this first one, but then we'll copy and paste what we type for our other 2, so we save a lot of time. So first off, let's start with the address of our lowest scoring property. So I am being Team A right now. 180 Monarch Park. Let's do a hyphen and then type in the score. In this case it was 3. And then let's just do a / and put 25 there. So that is clear about that. Press return twice so that we have a blank space in between this next part, which will be details from the survey. Press return, and now we're going to add a number of bullets. So let's go to the bullet tool here and click on that to start our first bullet. And this is when you probably want to get your Guide to Rating Scales clipboard, because we're literally going to be typing out what was at the top of each of the columns. Remember, there's 4 columns. The first thing was % of the front not paved. Do a colon and a space, and let's put what you got for that property. And this is when you need to turn the tablet back on, and on your sort of photo listing result page there, hopefully that's still there, and click the details button for your lowest scoring property, and that's going to bring up everything that you picked. So for us, the % not paved was 0 to 9%. Press return for a new bullet. Press return. Now we're into the additional features. Press return twice to get rid of the bullets. And down at the bottom here, show on map. Now what we're going to do is do a little bit of formatting in here to make it look much more pretty. You know what, let's get rid of that hyphen. It kind of looks like -3. Let's just do 3 out of 25. But this first line here, select all of that, and we're going to change the size of it. So here's size. Scroll down until you get to 20. Makes it nice and big. Select just the 3 part, or whatever that score is, and let's change the color of it to red so that it really stands out. Let's select details from the survey. We're also going to change the size of that to 14, and we'll also make it bold. Then let's select each of our results and make them red and bold. Now for our show on map, we're going to make that bold and 14. At this point, we want to copy everything that we've done here. So let's select all of this. You can do it a couple of ways. You can, of course, just use the mouse to select everything. The way I like is to use the keyboard shortcuts a little bit faster. So if you hold down the command key right by the space bar and then press A, that will select all. Now we want to copy that. Again, keyboard shortcut, hold down the command key and then press C. And now that's saved in the clipboard. So at this point, let's click Add. One other thing we can do now that we've sort of done all this is let's go back and edit it. Click on the little pencil here. And this show on map doesn't do anything quite yet, so let's select that. And where we have main stage actions, click on there. And we want this pin looking thing, which is locate an address or place. Click on that. And now we get to find 180 Monarch Park and drop our pin there. I would say zooming in is probably a good thing. Here's Monarch Park. Again, if you're not sure, you can look at the map on the back of your clipboard, but also we can see the names of the streets right on here. So there's 180, and I'm just going to grab my pin and let's drop it right on the front yard and just kind of center this whole business around this address 180 here, and you know, something like that. And keep that checked and click Apply and click Save. Of course, whenever you've done some editing or added anything new, come up to the top right and click Save.